Oh, didn't even take the top off. I'm getting ready to take myself on a little dinner date. It's been so long since I've taken myself out on a date. I guess like last year and every year before that, I was really good at just like going out and treating myself. I really just need to get back into the groove of taking myself out. I just don't want to ever lose this habit. I think it's so important to take yourself out on dates. I know a lot of people are afraid of doing things alone. I've literally done things alone my entire life, and it just brings me so much joy. And I've been in such a funky mood these last 2 weeks. I don't like saying the word depressed because I don't like self-diagnosing myself with depression, and I don't really like claim that energy over my life, but it feels that way. I'm like, you know what, girl, let's start back treating yourself, right? Let's start treating yourself like the princess, the queen that you are. Literally everything that you want in this world is yours. These are the things that I'm telling myself. Everything that you want in this life is yours. Treat yourself. We're getting back into that frame of mind. So I am trying out this new Indian restaurant in Manhattan.
We're tied, 1:32.
They can just do it like that.
Happy Saturday, you guys. I'm currently about 3 miles into a hot girl walk. I have just been in the funkiest mood these last like 2 days, and I cannot get myself out of a funk. Usually, like, I don't know, I go take myself out to a nice dinner, go for a run, like go hang out with a friend and just like talk their head off, but nothing seems to be working. So I'm like, you know what, let me get outside, get some sunlight. It's crazy how much being outdoors impacts my mood, because I do feel like a little bit better, and everybody's like outside. Summer streets just open, so like everyone's out like biking, the dogs are out, and I just love seeing people happy. That makes me happy, so I think that's kind of like rubbing off on me a little bit. But I'm walking to Chip City. I was really craving a cookie, so I'm gonna go get a cookie, and then I'm gonna go get a massage. As much as I don't want to be social, I think I kind of need to do some kind of social event tonight. I could either go to a comedy show or I could go to a language exchange. I'm leaning more towards the language exchange because I really need to practice my Spanish. What I really want to do is just like walk around the city a little bit, pick up a sweet treat, go back to my apartment, and kind of just like rot in my bed and like watch a movie on Netflix or like read a book or something. I feel like I don't really have like a strong social circle here. I really just need to force myself to get out and make friends and just communicate with people other than myself. So if you're watching this and you can relate in any way, please do not fall victim to life circumstances when you get into the funk or when you get into a depressive episode. Just like feeling sad, like life happens and you're a human, and it's okay to feel your emotions and it's okay to be sad, but don't fall victim to it. And don't allow yourself to stay sad too long. At least that's what I tell myself. Like, I have to pull myself out of this funk. No one's gonna come save me. No one's gonna come rescue me. Wow, I probably look like I just had my body all twisted and contorted, but that was the most amazing massage. I wish you guys could experience it. I wish you guys could experience it. I feel so much better. Sometimes if you're sad, all you need to do is get a sweet treat and get a massage. I feel like $1,000,000. Oh, it's so pretty. The jerseys are literally right at the front as soon as I walked in. So let's see if I can find something for the Giants. Okay, I lied. I know I said that I was gonna go to the language exchange, but now that I'm back in my house after being out all day, The only reason why I was gonna go to the language exchange is because I felt like it would make myself feel better being around other people. But I did a really good job regulating my own emotions today and I feel much better. I feel like I just needed to pamper myself a little bit. So with that being said, oh my gosh, my flowers are so dead. This looks a mess. I had a little milestone in my life and one of my friends sent me these flowers, which was so freaking sweet. Even though I'm always complaining about not having like a solid community of friends, the few friends that I do have really take the time to celebrate me and I really appreciate them for that. Oh my goodness, you guys, let's do a quick unboxing because I'm finally in the point in my YouTube and content creation journey where I'm getting sent PR. I really wanted more dainty pieces. Starting off, this is the Rebel Bold bracelet. Oh my goodness, you guys, it fits my wrist perfectly. Like, I have the tiniest wrist, the world's tiniest wrist as a grown adult woman, and this fits me perfectly. The last 4 pieces are all earrings, so we'll go with these micro hoops in silver. It's the fact that I've literally been up since 6 a.m. just working from my bed and it is going on 10 a.m. That is insane and probably not healthy. And I already know someone's gonna ask, why do you wear a bonnet to bed if you're bald? I don't know, like, I just don't like the feeling of my bare scalp touching like cotton pillows. If I have my satin pillowcase, this one is like satin, I'm fine, but I've just been so used to wearing a bonnet like my whole life. It's kind of like a comfort thing. Mind your business. Mind your business. Diaries class. This is gonna be my first one. I've never taken one before, but they look really, really intense on social media. I've always been a little bit curious about the environment because they make it seem really, really fun. And I think at one point I eventually want to be like a fitness instructor. I decided to walk there as opposed to taking the subway just because walking is free and getting extra steps in. So I try to walk everywhere. Like if the weather is nice and I'm not like dolled up or in heels, I'm definitely probably gonna choose to walk. Okay, so I've been thinking about growing my hair out so I can get braids and see if the clients and agencies prefer me with braids as opposed to being bald. But then I was like, well, why not work smarter and just get a wig? But these wigs are not giving. I don't know what I thought they would be giving, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think I should grow my hair out, or do you think I should just find a better wig and learn how to install it? Guys, the funniest thing just happened. So I'm in the beauty supply store like looking at the braided wigs, and this light-skinned woman, like I passed her and she kind of looks me up and down and I'm like, okay. But then she comes all the way back around, like stops what she's doing, comes back around, comes up to me and is like, oh my gosh, they need to put you in commercials selling any kind of melanin product to make your skin glow and just be beautiful. Like you need to be on every melanin product out there on the market. And I was like, oh, thank you. And she was like, is that reverse racism? Mind you, this lady was a light-skinned black woman. I don't know if I mentioned that, but she was clearly a black woman, just lighter complexion. And she goes, oh, is that reverse racism? And I was like, oh, what do you mean? Like if they make advertisements about melanin, is that reverse racism? And she was like, no, me saying that, was that reverse racism? And I was like, no. And she was like, I meant it as a compliment. I meant it as a compliment. And then she walked away and I'm like, I said thank you. I know you meant it as a compliment. Like, had you not said that, I wouldn't have had any issue with it. But the fact that you said that as a black woman, like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by reverse racism? Colorism, maybe, because the fact that you said that, but weird behavior.
So you're going to treadmill 10, do a round of cardio. After that, you're going to go to floor 10. 10's your number.
Okay.
You're going to get some weights. You'll have time in the transition to grab weights from either side of the room. Lighter weights are towards the entrance. Heavier weights are towards the other side of the room. You'll do a round of weightlifting. After that, you're going to go back to the treadmill, do one more round of cardio, and then you'll finish on the floor. So it's back and forth, back and forth.
All right, so the city loves making more noise whenever I pull out my camera to record. Just finished the berries class. I think my eyes had trouble adjusting to like the darkness and the red light. I don't think that setup is my cup of tea. I enjoyed the workout itself. It was pretty challenging, which is what I prefer, but I think the light just gave me a headache. But other than that, overall, it was a pretty good class. It went by quickly. Good morning, guys, and happy Tuesday. I am heading to the DMV to renew my New York State ID. It's been expired for like a year and a half now. It expired, I think it expired while I was working in Australia, and I just never took the time to renew it, so we're gonna renew it today. Y'all, I had to make this appointment 2 months ago. Like, the DMV is so backed up, you have to schedule a time to come in and do whatever you need to do. Can we just talk about like how the state of the modeling industry has changed so much, and you either have to get with the times or get lost? And I feel like I'm getting lost in the sauce. Brands are reallocating their marketing funds to user-generated content, or like paying influencers to promote their brands or create these advertisements for the brand, as opposed to the brand dumping all this money into, you know, hiring makeup artists, hiring photographers, hiring videographers, hiring models, paying modeling agencies to bring models to set. And as a result, models now have to become the entire production. If brands are reaching out to you to create UGC and you have the bandwidth to do so, advocate for more money. Because when you as a model have to become the entire production, it is a lot of work. Like, I just spent 2.5 hours doing this project, and I have to send them all the deliverables, and then they're probably gonna come back and want me to redo some videos, so that's more of my time. As a model, you have to adapt and you have to adjust, and you have to be able to do more than just going to a studio, getting your makeup done and looking cute for the day and then going home. You gotta bring the production back home nowadays, and I'm learning how to do it and I'm getting better at it. But it just goes to show how much the industry has shifted. You gotta be able to do it all. You gotta be able to do it all these days. So I was about to wrap up this vlog, but I got booked for a last minute job for tomorrow for Panera Bread, and they want me to get a manicure with a specific lilac color. So I immediately found a random nail salon. When I was living in Flatbush, I had a go-to nail salon for last minute bookings like this. So I literally just went on Google and tried to find something with decent reviews. They close at 8. It is going on 7. So I'm not gonna be able to do a gel polish or anything. Full transparency, when a client asks you to get your nails done for a shoot, sometimes they'll give you a budget, other times they won't. They just say they'll reimburse you. So I will sometimes like get gel, even though it's more expensive. It lasts longer and I don't have to worry about it shipping before I get to set. So for this one, they did give me a budget, so I'm not gonna be able to get gel, but I'm like, thank God they were able to squeeze me in at the last minute, because I don't know what I would have done. Usually like I can paint my own nails if they ask for like a neutral color or something like that, but lilac is like the one color I don't have. So I guess I could have tried to go to Target and find it or something. I would have figured it out. Wow, I ended up walking back to my old neighborhood. I used to live on St. John's Place. My first apartment in New York City was actually on St. John's Place. It's like a full circle moment. Oh my gosh, I remember walking past this place when I used to live in this neighborhood. Hey guys, happy Friday. I've been on set since like 7 a.m. My call time was 7 a.m. and it's been a pretty chill day. I can't show you guys what I'm shooting, what's new. The call sheet had us wrapping at 7:30, but I think I'm probably gonna be wrapped right after lunch or shortly after lunch, so I'll have the rest of my Friday, which is really exciting because I've got a ton of like admin work that I need to do. I'm working in Brooklyn today, and the studio is in like this cute little, I don't even know what you would call this, but like there are a ton of restaurants and just like eating areas. It really looks like a vibe. I've never been over here. I love New York because no matter how long you live here or how much you've traveled around the city, there's always a new spot to be discovered. This is like the crafty of my dreams. Some of the things I get paid to do is just like insane. Like I just have to laugh. I have to laugh. If you guys had more inside knowledge about how much money this industry spends on like the smallest advertisements, like your mind would be blown. Happy Saturday, guys. I am out and about on 14th Street. It is madness. I think it's open streets today where there are no cars on the road, so just bikers and runners and walkers or whatever. But I am on the way to a basically women in business event. One of my friends created a women who invest in real estate group for New York City, and today she's hosting probably one of her biggest events. I think it'll be about 80 of us there just to talk about real estate, wealth building, building a business, and how to do that safely and intelligently. So it'll be nice to just kind of network with like-minded women.
Fulfillment, more joy, more peace, and I think a lot of us here are looking for more time.
And build generational wealth for our children.
Cause I'm not just a pretty girl, I'm more than just a picture.